The 3 most common mistakes you're making that are causing you to pop up your dinks, and they're simple little fixes. The very first one is we're taking the paddle back too far when we're dinking. Think of the paddle back as kind of our power meter, kind of like when we're chipping in golf. If we don't have to go that far, we don't take the thing way back here, that's how we dump it. It's the same thing when we're dinking. If we take the paddle back really far and then we try to slow down, this thing has a tendency to either get dumped into the net or it's left to pop up to get you or your partner smashed. So number 1 is watch the paddle being taken back too far. If you keep the paddle out in front of you the entire time, this will also fix that. It'll also help you have faster reactions because you're already kind of there, but it will stop you from taking this big old backswings. This happens the most, and we probably pop these up the most, when the ball gets put at our feet. We kind of get caught back this way, and instead of keeping the paddle in front of us and just knocking it up like this, we have a tendency to kind of make the issue worse, take it back here, take a big old swing, and it's really hard to find the middle of the ball. So, paddle back too far is number 1. Keep the paddle out in front is our fix. The next one is we don't use our legs enough, so we stand up too tall. We're kind of like stick people. When we do that, it causes a bunch of issues. For one, it's harder to see the ball because we're hitting it down here. So if you tried catching a ball and you tried catching it down here, it's a lot harder than if we keep our eyes behind the ball. So same thing, if we're standing up too tall, we have a tendency to just flick this thing. If we get down nice and low, another thing's gonna happen, and we're gonna have faster reactions because we're gonna get to the ball faster. Our legs are kind of already activated, they're ready to go. Have you ever had this happen, where the ball comes over here to your forehand and you think, I should have gone and got that? Or, why do I always get to every ball late? I get to every ball late because I notice it's coming over here, yet I don't move in time. I kind of let it go over here, and then last minute I come over. Well, if we come over last minute, it's hard to get low, get prepared, paddle out in front, and use our legs. So try to get there as early as possible and just activate these legs. Get them nice and low so that we can be right behind the ball. And the last one is we get too wristy. And a lot of times this happens because of the other ones that we're just doing. If we're too tall, we kind of have to get wristy because we don't have enough power now because we're not using our bigger muscles, but we know not to take the paddle back too far, so we end up having this kind of stick person slap. So paddle out in front, very short, compact backswing, and don't get wristy. We're just having enough to basically get this ball right over the net, right into the other side of the kitchen, as if we were throwing it. So just think about if we were tossing the ball. We wouldn't toss it like this. That's hard to get in there. We would have a nice, small little toss, and it's the same thing when we use the paddle. So thanks again for tuning in to Roo Sports and hopping on in with us. We appreciate you being here. Any financial advice, market questions, link down below to my website. Please give us a call. We'd be happy to take care of you after we understand what's most important to you as well. If you'd like any of the paddles you saw in this video, please go to roosports.com and consider purchasing. They're made with a carbon fiber face for the texture, control, feel, and spin. They're made a 10.5 millimeter core to be more powerful or more maneuverable in the air, as well as a 1 inch longer handle. So thanks again for tuning in. Next time you see us around, hop on in.